Hey guys, today is January the 29th of 2018, and I want to go over uranium spot price using WD Gann, price and time technical analysis. So please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. All right, so this is I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm not going to go over, to 30 minutes, but if you don't have time to watch it, I suggest you save it for later and then watch it in its entirety so like that you understand where I'm coming in my analysis in regards to uranium spot price. So first off, this is a monthly chart. Monthly closes. It's not high, open, high, low. It's just closes. So ATL means all-time low. ATH, all-time high. This is a almost 7-year cycle with 6.409 years. And you can see on the 7-year cycle that Doug Gann teaches and taught in his books, all-time high, you picked out the swing low. So it wasn't like the low, but it was a nice little pop, and it kind of went sideways, dwindled, and then pushed lower. So we got the 10-year cycle that from the all-time high kicked in July, and for some, not for some odd reason, but it has stabilized uranium spot price. And all the news coming out with Cameco and all these other producers saying that they're going to cut down and this and that, and they're going to close this, and this to, spike up the prices, and the chatter that, these contracts are ending and, soon, and that if they renew it, they're going to be agreeing to these low prices. So they're trying to get these prices up from, getting it out of these 19, 20, 22 and get it at least to 40, 50, 60, 70, or at least to 65 where Fukushima was at. So this is what I'm seeing, the clustering effect. Doesn't mean we could push lower, take out this angle and kiss this low and maybe even push lower. I'm not ruling it out because nothing surprises me in the market. But what I am saying and seeing is that we're making a higher high, a higher low, on the uranium spot price. Key is we need to hold this angle right here on the uranium spot price. So if we continue pushing lower for January and February or even March, because that's when it kicks in, on March the 11th is the 7-year cycle from the Fukushima high and when the Fukushima event happened. Could we continue pushing lower here or maybe even push way lower and make a low here on this date? We could, but I would like to see more that uranium spot price hold this angle and push higher. There's another angle here, which is the pitchfork, which is here. And it's right now holding the 50% from this swing low to the February 15 swing high. When I say the February 15, it's because I'm looking at the ETF and looking at the futures, but probably the spot probably didn't make a high. I'm just looking at what it did. This was a high on it says March. So in essence, we need to hold this angle. If we can hold this angle, we are going to kiss November 30th low. And if we can't hold that, we're going to push lower. So right now, the 10-year cycle kicked in. We kind of flatlined and popped with all the news that, we need to. So on top of that, a 7-year cycle is gonna kick in March. So could it be that this is a clustering effect that is going to make this thing now start going higher? I don't know. Time will tell. But if I were you, I'd be really watching this because it's crunch time, 7-year cycle. Look what it did here. 10-year cycle, 7-year cycle from the all-time low to the all-time high, or close. I'm not saying it is exactly, but, it was not that far. It came in a little earlier and put an all-time high, and then look, it's just shooting down. So I'm pivoting from events that happen. I'm not just taking a 7-year cycle here and there. I'm taking it from that swing high, a big event that happened on Fukushima, and 7 years out, we're coming into March. Something that you want to keep an eye on. 10-year, WD Gann taught about the 10-year cycle. We are pausing here. We'll see. Now I'm going to show you some trend lines. I'm going to take all these cycles out. That's the last thing I want to talk about is the trend line. Let's get all these 7 years, 7 years. Here we go. Let's go take that Fukushima. Let's take the 10-year out. Where are you? Sorry, this is a little chaotic. I need to organize this. Okay, trend lines. So you already know this trend line here. Let's start with this one. You can see these are trend lines I have just showing you that sometimes when you put the trend line, it just cracks right through it like nothing. So it's not something that you could just swear by. The same thing here. Put a trend line. I think this was a 45-degree and it failed it. Let's see another trend line I have. Same thing. It cracked that February 15 high and just failed right there. Let's go. I'm trying to find the right trend lines. Is it this one? Okay, so from the all-time high to this swing, this pivot right here, you can see that we stuck our head out. Let me get this pitchfork so you can see this a little better. Let's close that out. You can see that prices crack right through it, and it's just kind of now, it's not following the downtrend momentum as of now by pivoting here. It just, because the bears wanted to, but they failed to take it even lower under this angle. So it's interesting there. So that's positive from here. Obviously, you see that we put it here, and it just kind of went sideways and just kept pushing lower at another speed. Let's go to this other trend line right here. No, sorry. Let's go up here. Let's take that one out. Now, from the Fukushima high to the same pivot point, which I got from the all-time high, you can see that this is going to be major resistance. So this is something you want to keep an eye on. If we get to go up there, this is where we're going to see if the bulls have the big balls to do this. If we had enough, if everybody had enough, and we're going to push higher. If we can't crack that, we're in trouble. We're just in trouble. Just want to just show that there. We're going to be in trouble. Sorry, I'm too fast with my hands. So that's the Fukushima trend line, and we're coming up. We haven't even kissed it. We haven't even gone up there, but we're thinking of gonna test it. So it's just a matter of time when we do. Let's get that one out. And this is it's all right. I just put it there from here to here, and this is where we at now. What I swear by it, we just stuck our neck out above it, with all this news now, everybody trying to cut down, and this is where we at. But I like more from the Fukushima and the all-time high. Those are probably my favorite more swing pivots. I feel like more comfortable with that. And this is positive. I like that. This remains to be seen if we got the Momo to push above. This one, is just showing just a swing pivot high to here, and this is where we at. As of right now, we're above it. Let's see if we can hold it. And I think that's it. That's it. Oh, and then if we go from the all-time low, we got here. So the all-time low to this swing pivot low of November 9th of 2016. And we add our trend line. This is not it. Nope. Always I have a tough time trying to find out. Okay, so these are the two trend lines. If prices can hold here, they need to hold here. If they can't hold this, oh my God, we're going to go and kiss that November 30th low and maybe even crack it. There's probably going to be a lot of stops down there. But we need to hold these two. This is like do or die. This is the line in the sand. Come on, guys. This is the line in the sand. This pitchfork, this is just showing you possible support. This is at the 50% right now. So we'll see. But these two lines and then the swing low, if we can hold that, then we're going to push lower. But what keeps me positive and looking towards the future that things could possibly be turning around is that 7-year cycle and that 10-year cycle right here. That was keeping me thinking like we are very close to a possible bottom. But we'll see. But it wouldn't surprise me if this is one more flush and then it turns around. As a disclaimer, I'm stopped out of my URA position. I got in here and wrote it. And, you know, looking back when you study Gann analysis, sometimes you see things clearly and then sometimes you don't. And sometimes you kind of like second guess yourself. You're like, you know what, there could be a possible top here. But, you know, I got a target set and I'm thinking it's going to go here. And I got stopped out here at 1462 when I got in here. So we'll see. I got here on the 15th at 1311. Got stopped out at 1462 right here on the 16th. And you can see on my last video that I was saying there could be a pullback, and I was, you know, seeing it. There's going to be resistance here and thinking it was going to continue going higher. And this was my target, 1763, and you know it didn't happen. It's a dud. Look at these swing targets I had. A target up here, here, and up here, and this is not gonna happen overnight. So we're pushing lower. This is not, you know, video on URA, but I'm just showing you what's going on in real time. So it wouldn't surprise me if we test some levels down here and hopefully, you know, bounce back. But you want to keep an eye on spot, and you want to keep an eye on the futures. I don't got the futures open right here. So those are my thoughts on uranium spot price. Hopefully you like it, and I'll keep you posted more in this sector. As of right now, I'm on the sidelines. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. If you ask me, this would be opportunities to get in, either there or here, in regards to spot price. I got to look at futures and see what's going on there. But you can see the URA doesn't look too good. It's pushing lower. And looking back now, that was that's the swing high. So now we're got to see where the swing low is going to be coming in. And looking at the futures and looking at the spot price, we got to see where this is going to hold. And hopefully maybe make a higher low and higher high. I'm going to sign out, and I'll keep you posted.